Welcome to the Joy Chronicles and meet the Ashtar Command, the real guardians of the galaxies, presented by Joy Elaine on the Angels, Aliens, and Masters channel of Sci-Spi.tv.
Hello, I'm Joy Elaine, and the man that you will learn about in this video came to Earth a long time ago to assist early humans. Recently, he felt like he had accomplished what he set out to do, and so he connected telepathically with the Ashtar Command and asked to be returned along with his tribe to their home world, which, by the way, was non-dual. He was gracious enough to stop by the Joy Council and speak with us about what his mission was and what he had accomplished. The things that he revealed to me were astonishing. Now, the pictures that I have that accompany this video don't really look like him physically, but I think they are a good representation of his spirit. So I hope you will enjoy this video. Meet Oongarrah. In January of 2015, I had the privilege of meeting a man named Oongarrah when he stopped at our Joy Council before returning to his home world. He was a representative of all the indigenous tribes that our council had been assisting, and what he shared with me was so astonishing I wanted to share it with you. Hello, I'm Joy Elaine, author of the Joy Chronicles. And this information might cause you to change some of your perceptions about people you could be tempted to consider primitive, based on their appearance. It changed mine. Until I wrote Spaceship Earth, Book 6, I didn't know that the people we label indigenous, Native Americans, Aborigines, Inuit, and many of the African tribes, actually came to Earth from non-dual worlds to assist humans. Before I stepped into the main council chamber to speak with Oongarrah, Ashtar Commander Tonas described him as a small, brown man about the size of a 9-year-old human. And then Tonas warned me that our visitor was not wearing any underpants. Once you read the chronicles, you'll understand about underpants. I asked Tonas if Oongarrah was wearing anything at all. He answered that Oongarrah was wearing his birthday suit. I told Tonas I didn't really need to know that, and he explained that he was just preparing me in case the man wanted to embrace me. Osiris translated Oongarrah's words for me and for the Joy Council, and here is what he told us. When we chose to make our position and place on Earth, it was, for us, an easy decision to make. All of you here, and you, Joy, must know that we knew of this day. We knew that you would exist, Joy, more than 100 years of thousands past. Before you were born and grew to be the Great One who resides and is in position on your throne there before me. More than 100 of thousands, and yet here you sit, in that same vision that we knew was a possibility of the destiny of us. We knew that perhaps we would forfeit our lives to undertake such a mission. The one thought that held for us that flavor of returning to our home was our vision of this council that we saw so long ago. More than 100 of the thousands of years, we knew that this command of the Ashtar would be an instrument for extricating us from the bindings that held us to Earth, and so we allowed ourselves to be bound. We allowed ourselves to be and to act as if we were of Earth. Many times we forgot who we were. Many times we became someone that we were not. Many times we then remembered and we made changes and hoped never again to fall into those traps of the dimensional fields that would lead us to such visions of the illusions of the experiences that we would perpetrate and create into the story of our lives. You did indeed create this council. You did indeed extricate us. And it is now that we spend the remainder of our experience of existence cleansing ourselves from that story. We cleanse ourselves not to cast away the vision of what we were prepared to do, for that part of ourselves did know its mission, and we did successfully achieve it. It is to move into the purity of our former selves and to hold that story of the hundreds of thousands of years as a part of our destiny and our history that are intertwined with Earth and with you. We wished you to know, Joy, that many times it was the vision of Great Father that brought us back to our awareness of self. That it was through that which you transmitted to the hearts of us that allowed us to remember our true makings. As eternals on earth, it was a long stead for us to exist in such primitive conditions, and yet it was our honor and privilege. Now that it is complete, we wish to remind you that the others that are on earth that are waiting for their time will also carry a similar story to our own. They, too, connect deeply with the heart of earth, with humanity, with the animal kingdom, with Gaia, and with the purpose that you hold. We are in gratitude. I wish to offer you now my humble staff. I realize that it is not the shiny sword that you have lying beside you, though to me it is a powerful tool that leads and did lead us to that release, which now has freed us from our purpose. We wish for you to have this as a memento of our deep appreciation, and our heart is collectively and individually filled with great admiration for you and for your works. I answered him by saying, thank you. It will have a place of honor in my residence, and I honor you from every part of my heart. Later, I asked Sananda more about Oongarrah and was told that he and others like him work with Tot and many others to help humans to evolve. Sananda also told me that Oongarrah was telepathic and often communicated with individuals in different areas to help them to find that key within themselves to unlock what he learned to unlock for himself. Not a primitive man at all, and not a hugger.
Thank you for watching The Joy Chronicles on the Angels, Aliens, and Masters channel of Sci-Spi.tv.